nation famous for peace, is now facing its biggest political crisis in decades. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover how Tanzania's new president is trying to heal a nation after violent elections and why critics say her plan is already failing. Meet President Samia Suluhu Hassan. She took power on November 5, 2025, after a historic and divisive vote. Her first 100 days in office were supposed to be about unity. But here's the twist. The election that brought her to power nearly tore the country apart. The October 29, 2025 general election was followed by protests and violence across several regions. People died, people were injured, public and private property was destroyed. This tarnished Tanzania's long-standing reputation as an island of peace in a politically turbulent region. For 9 years, Tanzania was the stable one. Now it's facing the same chaos as its neighbors. And President Samia has just 11 days left to prove her promise of reconciliation is real. Meet the woman in the middle of the storm, President Samia. During her campaign, she promised that within her first 100 days, she would start a reconciliation process to bring the nation together from the wounds of the election. After taking office, she established a commission to investigate the election day and post-election events. She said this commission would clear the path toward reconciliation. In various speeches, especially in parliament and working meetings, she has emphasized unity as the foundation for Tanzania's political and economic future. In her end-of-year address, she announced preparations to form a National Reconciliation Commission aimed at healing the wounds that emerged during the election. She has repeatedly warned against allowing ideological and political differences to disrupt development, saying peace and solidarity are prerequisites for economic progress. She's directly linked reconciliation to investor confidence, social stability, and Tanzania's long-term development goals, including the National Development Vision 2050. But here's what nobody's talking about. The opposition isn't buying it. Opposition parties still have doubts, questioning the timing and sincerity of the reconciliation plan. The vice chairman of Chadema, John Hetch, describes the process as fake reconciliation. He says true reconciliation cannot happen while long-standing demands for electoral system reforms remain unaddressed. It is contempt to call this reconciliation when the government deliberately ignored our demands, he argues. This is the core of the crisis. 9 years of peace, one violent election, and now a 100-day promise hanging by a thread. The stakes are nothing less than the future of East Africa's most stable democracy. Some say Samia is a healer, trying to stitch the nation back together with words and commissions. Others say she's offering band-aids for bullet wounds, ignoring the root causes of the violence. The tension is palpable from the president's statements and parliamentary debates to the skepticism of the opposition, the claims of civil society organizations, and the calls of religious leaders. These first 100 days show some successes alongside fractures in Tanzania's journey toward national reconciliation. But if the opposition refuses to participate, and if electoral reforms aren't made, what happens next? Could Tanzania see more violence? Could investor confidence, which Samia ties directly to reconciliation, completely evaporate? The clock is ticking with 11 days to go. Do you think President Samia's reconciliation plan will work, or is it too little, too late? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news across East Africa.